Hello Scorpio, this is your mid-March to the end of March. So the first oracle card that comes up for you is in fact awaiting results. So Scorpio, as you are waiting for results, as you can see with the growth that is coming within yourself, the results that you may be waiting for are results that may have to do with work, may have to do with family. Also knowing that the number 7 is also very good and very stimulating. It is a positive number for you. The next oracle card that came up for you guys was Serafina. So Serafina speaks about, I am the angel of families. A happy change or an addition is coming to your family. So Scorpios, you may know of someone who is expecting a child, or you will hear of someone getting pregnant, becoming pregnant. All that will happen within the next 30 days. Your next card comes up as compromise. So it is important for you right now to be able to compromise on certain situations. This compromise could be about work. It could be about family or friends. But it is definitely a need for you to be able to balance something out. And either for you to have both hands equal, holding the same amount. See? So you allowing things to meet halfway. For some of you, you may be setting up arrangements for child support and child visitation. Compromising, meeting each other halfway. Some of you are going through a divorce, and you're going to need a compromise in order to not to have such huge financial payments needed to your attorneys because you are unable to compromise or speak about things. Your last oracle card is definitely speaking about in the near future is when you can expect your answers, your requests, your dreams, your wishes to come to fruition. Again, that final card was talking about awaiting results. So you are awaiting the results for things that are going to come towards you in the near future. With that being said, Scorpio, your mid-month to end-of-month reading starts with changes in the workforce. Changes, whether it has to do with changing your hours, changing your days, changing your title, changing your position, changing the way that you do things. Some of you have been frequently too late to work, just late for work, constantly, over the past week or two. Whoever is doing that needs that to change quickly before you end up losing your job completely. I understand a lot of you have a lot of things going on that you're needing to tend to. A lot of you are trying to make it into work on time. However, it is always recommended to call just as a courtesy call to let them know that you are going to be late, that you're not going to be there on time. Don't have people waiting for you and expecting again you to be late without calling. For some of you, you're definitely around somebody who is hanging around. There is somebody who is trying to be in your space, somebody who's trying to get close to you, somebody who's wanting to make a difference with you, somebody who's definitely could be watching you from a distance as well, Scorpio. Somebody you may not even know is watching you, your movements, your behaviors. Somebody may be driving past your work to see if your car is in fact there. For a lot of you Scorpios, either you or your partner are the ones that are now trying to put some work in due to a past situation that may have had to do with a third-party situation. I do feel that this third-party situation is something that has come up quite frequently, and for a lot of you, it has happened on more than one occasion. A lot of you may have thought you have won a battle, but in fact you did not win the war because your partner is still seeing that third person, so be careful. Again, this reading is general. If you want a specific message just for you, please sign up to get a personal reading with me. For a lot of you Scorpios, either you or your partner has left someone out in the cold, has walked away from somebody, has turned their back on someone. So if you, in fact, Scorpio, had someone do this to you, okay, if you had somebody do this to you, if we are at the 5 of Pentacles, again, we are at the 5 of Pentacles, this is definitely somebody who's turned their back, somebody who gave up on a situation. As I said, don't be so sure that even though you may have won a battle, the war is not yet determined. There is somebody who was definitely in a situation or an argument, Scorpio, either you or your partner, and is now looking back on the words that were said, on the things that were done, on the actions that were taken. Somebody may have called Dyfus on you or your family, or you may have done that to someone else. Somebody else may have gotten the law involved. There may have been a domestic that may have taken place. For a lot of you, it felt like there was others who witnessed many things that went on and were willing to testify on your behalf, even though into the fact goes either you or your partner had many, many things to hide, many things they wanted to keep from either the law or from you. This is definitely something that they didn't want you to know that was going on, or this is somebody that is still in your partner's life or in your life that you didn't want the other person to know about. There's somebody that you couldn't quite say goodbye to, or somebody your partner was not able to say all the way goodbye. More like see you later, taking a time out, but not a goodbye. For whatever reason, Scorpio, your partner is not willing to let go or make something final. Majority of the time, Scorpio, is either you or your partner is not willing to make a final cut. They tend to put things off so that they can go back and revisit it later when they need to. That's why they don't make a permanent closure, which is then why you and your partner have a problem. For some of you, there is still a partner or yourself taking risk on a situation. Maybe a risk trying to see somebody, visit somebody, spend time with somebody once in a while. Maybe somebody is definitely playing both sides of the fence. Maybe they're sleeping with you and sleeping with someone else. Be very careful, either Scorpio or your partner. Somebody else is definitely trying to take something and wondering if you're going to notice. Somebody's definitely trying to take advantage of a situation or trying to manipulate you as well. Be very careful. Now, for some of you, Scorpios, I do feel like there is an offer coming to you. This offer feels like it is going to be for more work, more hours, overtime, something to do with the job. This offer also feels like it is coming in a little bit slow, but it is on the way. It is definitely on the way. Within the next week or two, you should hear about that. For a lot of you, you've had definitely an ending to a situation. However, endings are great because it always means a new beginning is going to be right around the corner. And I do feel like with this new beginning, Scorpios, you're going to be able to celebrate something. Something is finally coming the way that it should. Now you're going to be able, as the Ten of Swords in reverse, to pull those swords out of your back that somebody's stuck in there. Somebody had nerve to put a knife in your back, so to speak, and betray your trust, betray your relationship, betray you. Somebody was definitely misleading, or they were being very selfish in a situation. Somebody was trying to make sure they were good and taken care of. Somebody was definitely trying to make sure their path was led, like the path was open for them to travel. But they weren't worrying about you at all. But it's okay, because now you have the Wheel of Fortune coming in. You're finally going to wake up to some situations. You're going to be aware of what your options were or are. You're going to be able to make a choice. You're no longer going to have to settle to be somebody's second best or somebody's option, but you will in fact become someone's choice. And the person who was lacking on making that decision will then regret that they did not. But however, you're moving forward because again, you are looking at the options that you have available to you. No doubt about that. I also feel like some of you are in fact waiting for that past person to come back. Some of you are definitely waiting and wondering what's going on. You want to give this person another try. It feels like you might have been with this person 3 or 4 months or 3 or 4 years is what's coming up. I definitely get some of you are refusing to offer or even to receive any type of invitation of love or relationships. For some of you, something is finally coming full circle. Something is finally going to be able to end, like we saw with the death card. Something's going to be able to end, but also this is going to start about a new beginning. For some of you, you may be just finishing up something. You may be finishing up work, education, schooling, but something is coming to an end there, which is going to be, again, a blessing to you. As you see, the angels are here to keep you intact, to keep things going strong. I also feel like a lot of you are still suffering with this broken heart, but things are going to get better because you do have a new love offer coming on the way. So no need to worry. Look out for the new person that is coming. Although you seem to be protecting what you have, as you can see the house back in the distance, you're definitely protecting what you have, guarding something, making sure that no one takes that from you. Again, there is a fresh start and a new beginning right around the corner. Here is your confirmation card on that with the King of Pentacles, talking about a love offer out of the blue. For some of you, you definitely were paying more attention to what you were doing rather than what somebody else was doing, or somebody was definitely looking at the grass being greener on the other side and not paying attention to exactly what they had here, which was them with their toxic behavior. Again, this is what probably started a lot of the arguments, because their attention was not focused on you, but on everyone else. A lot of you are going to be able to decipher the good and the bad, the negative and the positive between you and your partner. You're definitely going to appreciate when this person comes towards you to offer you their cup. But I do feel like you also may be dealing with a Piscean. You just could be. A lot of you are going to look very closely at something either you have to offer or something that someone's offering to you. I also feel like what you do have already, you're not going to willingly share immediately. You want to hold on to something. You're worrying about the value of it. For some of you, you're missing a loved one who's passed on and is on the other side. The universe and that loved one are definitely trying to hand you something. They're trying to send you direction, opportunity, blessings. So do your meditations so that you can hear the messages that you're supposed to. You'll be able to make that decision between two things very soon, because based on the information, based on the details, based on past history, is how you're going to make that decision. Your decision will be final, and it will be blessed with the Sun card. So things are going to be in a more innocent, childlike kind of way. Things are going to come as a blessing, and the Sun is exactly what you need in order to get moving to the other side. For some of you, you have definitely held your ground for a while. You have searched high and low to try to find things that are going to make you happy, although I don't feel like you were successful at first. But now that the energy, something is moving fast and something's coming in very quickly. Again, confirmation, something's coming in quickly. Change is about to happen. This, in the past, was you feeling like you were tied and bound to a situation and unable to move. Things are going to change now. Things are going to get better. All these wrappings are going to come off. You're going to be able to break loose from this, and you'll be able to ride again as you should and be very strong in your demeanor. Again, final card, love and blessings are on the way. There is a load of blessings coming to you. Some of you may be very sad about a situation. These, in fact, could be teardrops over, again, someone who's passed on to the other side. So with that being said, this is your March mid-month 2020.